Alright, what is going on, everybody? It is that time again. Finally, after a long wait, we get chapter 195 of Black Clover. I'm not going to goof off in the beginning. This chapter was actually super hype for me, so I'm just going to get right into it. In the beginning, we have the continuation of Charmy versus Elvin Rill. And it's kind of just more of the same thing. You know, her wolf's eating up all of the magic or paintings that Rill is able to draw, and then she's just kind of giving it to him with the energy she's getting from that. So I mean that's pretty cool to see. Also, she tells him to go on ahead, which means that I'm assuming that Charmy believes that she can take on Rill by herself. I mean, I don't really see Charmy as the overconfident type, so I believe she might actually be able to beat him. And this actually also works out really well because I believe that one of Asta's weaknesses is when he has to fight like an overabundance of a lot of enemies, so this kind of bails him out of that fight, because I think that Asta versus Rill is a really bad matchup for Asta. Even if he can one-shot any of Rill's drawings, it's just kind of, it doesn't work good towards Asta's tool set to have to fight against literal hordes of enemies. He's definitely a better 1v1 fighter. And then moving on, we get more of Noelle versus Fauna. We see that a lot of Noelle's attacks aren't really leaving that finishing blow on Fauna. We see she tries to stab her with her lance, but again, her attacks are useless. I actually literally just made a video about Noelle explaining that even though she does have the lance, she's never done any real like physical training to build up her physical strength, and this actually showcases that if Noelle was a bit stronger, she might have actually been able to do something to Fauna. But then literally right after she tries to stab Fauna or whatever, and it doesn't do anything, Fauna's about to go into maximum Phoenix overdrive mode and totally burn Noelle to a crisp. But then Jack, he hops in and slashes Fauna. I mean, honestly, I don't know how I feel about this because in this panel, Jack looks like a total creeper. I mean, Fauna's totally topless. Jack comes in like a perv. This just it just has a whole weird vibe for me, to be honest. Like, he comes in tongue out and all, and there's this 14 15 year old or 14 15 year old girl topless. It's just the whole situation doesn't mix. But past that, Jack's gonna be fighting Fauna now, and I'm assuming Jack's probably gonna let Noelle go on. I can't see them or those two necessarily having like a team building moment, seeing as I feel like they've never interacted in the story. Or who knows, maybe they might. This might be the opportunity where those two can get closer, but I still think that would just be a little strange for me. He's probably just going to have her go on. Yeah, either way, we got some more development with that fight. Then right after that, it takes us to a panel back with Asta and Mimosa. They see a fallen elf fighter, David. I literally have no idea who this guy is. He seems like a random. But Mimosa remarks that he's been defeated, and it doesn't seem like to be traces of magic that was left by either a human or an elf, so it's something totally different. However, she does note that there are three elves in the very next room, along with Yuno, which definitely pumps Asta up. He's ready to go. And then we get to the part of this chapter that has had me so hype. It is no secret that Yuno is like my favorite character in this show. Yuno is an absolute beast, and staring down these three L's, one being Raya, the other one being Patri, and then this other guy, I've literally never seen him before ever. They're trying to take back Stone just because, they're trying to get all of the magic stones. So one of them uses like the light creation magic, and then like Raya copies that, and then they're just like, so there's two sets of light blades going at These are light speed, mind you. Like, these are light speed, and then with his mana zone, and he's like sensing them and dodging every single last one of them. Oh my gosh, is a freaking beast. And then after that, he's able to like counterattack on both of them. Like, has, in my opinion, totally blown past Asta at this point. like Asta's strong, don't get me wrong, but is like next level. Like, is really freaking strong at this point. Like, oh my gosh, there can't be any haters. Except then this right after that though, the third weird dude, he kind of appears right behind to snatch his stone. One important thing that I want to note is I believe his magic may be to switch places with things, which is really, really useful. Maybe like on the lines of like Six Path Sasuke, like how his Rinnegan can switch places with objects. It's a really, really useful ability in combat. He ends up getting back the stone and notes that his debt to Raya is repaid. However, I guess Raya being the symbol for lying, knows he's lying, and he's like, who exactly are you? To which this guy puts on the big creeper smile and ends up impaling, or I don't know if he impaled or just blasted a hole through Raya's chest. In the adaptation that I read, it said with an assassin's dagger in hand. But that hole in Raya's chest or stomach area is a little bit too big to be just a knife, so I have no idea. As far as my predictions of what I think it is, I think maybe that giant demon or another. I think there may be like a demon race, and one of them was reincarnated along with the elves, and that is what has the body of this character, Lonnie. I guess if I had to make a prediction, I probably think they're going to cut to something else because this is like a lot of action. Back to back to back. They're definitely probably going to cut somewhere else just to give us a break from all the action. Granted, I don't want them to, but they probably are. Overall, this chapter 9 out of 10. It's close to that 10 out of 10, like because we got a lot of action. But actually no, scratch that. 10 out of 10. The action plus this like setup for whatever this plot twist may be. This is 10 out of 10 chapter. I tell you, my 10 out of 10 chapter. Good stuff from Tabata. Oh man, he's been gracing us with these chapters as of lately. But yeah, let me know if you guys have any predictions down below. Like I said, I did do a video earlier today talking about how strong Noelle is. If you want to check that out, support that, I would greatly appreciate it. Like and sub, like I always say. I will catch you guys in my next video, and I'm out.